How's it going, Rogues Gallery, and welcome to another Gundam video here on Red Zone Rogue. That's right, I said Gundam and not specifically the Gundam card game, because today we're talking about the Gundam franchise as a whole. It has never been a better time to be a Gundam fan or to even become a Gundam fan. If you are new to this channel, we typically talk about the Gundam card game here and a lot of other trading card games. I'm a full-time trading card game content creator, but I wanted to spend today to talk about how the Gundam franchise is doing. It is one that's very near and dear to my heart. I've been a long-time Gundam fan ever since I initially saw Gundam Wing and Mobile Fighter G Gundam as a kid, and in the last several years it has just become more so like a huge part of my life. So today we're going to talk about the a lot of recent news regarding Gundam, including the announcement of a new Gundam convention, a Gundam holiday. We have new Gundam series and some other stuff as well, including a animated short that low-key made me choke back a non-zero amount of tears, and I watched it again and it still also made me cry. So yeah, if you like this kind of video, let me know in the comment section down below. It's kind of off for the channel. We typically talk about trading card games specifically. We do have some Gundam card game stuff to talk about specifically in this video, so we'll talk about that as well. But let's go ahead and jump into our overlay and just start talking about one of my favorite franchises in history, Gundam. All right, so we're gonna kick it off with this kind of like info splash image that just talks about some of the recent Bandai Namco sales of a lot of their intellectual properties. And as you can see here, Gundam is surprisingly at the top of the list. And now this number down here, this is actually in billions. This was like 254.3 billion yen. And so the One Piece one here would be 139.3 billion yen. And this, I think, incorporates the entire franchise. So it incorporates like model kits for Gundam in particular, which are obviously one of their huge sellers. But this might come as a surprise to some people out there who see One Piece and Dragon Ball, maybe even like some of the other stuff, like Ultraman and Ampan Man, as like maybe not Ampan Man as more popular than Gundam, but definitely like One Piece or Gundam, at least here in the West, is considered to be like, more prevalent than Gundam. But no, Gundam is kind of beating them all, which once again may be surprising to those. And we can even see here like a chart on the bottom that kind of like shows year to year how Gundam has grown. And like I said, it's never been a better time to be a Gundam fan. And double down on that, it's never been a better time to start to be a Gundam fan. Gundam is going to be celebrating its 50th anniversary in 2029, and they're doing a whole bunch of really cool stuff to celebrate the occasion, including making it really easy to get in if you're new to Gundam. So yeah, I'm really excited for this, and it's just kind of like Gundam, for a series that's about like the horrors of war. It's not like Transformers. Gundam is a serious show for the most part. There's like G Gundam and stuff that's just like fun, but Gundam is a serious show for the most part. But man, it has been like a happy place for me in the last like couple years. So I won't regale you with like personal stuff, but the last couple of years have been a little rough, and Gundam has always been like a happy place for me. So seeing it do this well is awesome. So let's get into some of the more specific news. So I'm going to use my, Twitter X account, basically to help translate a lot of this stuff. And it's a lot easier to compile all the information here. So we're just going to be checking out all the stuff from here. And I want to mention, if you want to follow along for yourself or read this stuff for yourself, highly recommend the Gundam_info social media account. I think they have this on other social media platforms as well, like Facebook. But definitely follow this if you want like Gundam information. So they recently had their like announcement live stream where they talked about the Gundam 50th anniversary, which of course is going to be in 2029. But yeah, that's awesome. They're going to be doing a lot of stuff for the 50th anniversary, including they released this short animation. I highly recommend you watch this for yourself. If you are a fan of Gundam at all, this is probably going to resonate with you to a degree that, like I said, it made me tear up, man. I don't know how to describe it other than it is like extremely emotional. And now we're not going to do the whole like react watch thing but I just want to say you should just watch it for yourself. It's extremely good. The animation is very good. It's very touching. It's called something like A Boy with a Gundam and a Boy, or A Boy and a Gundam. The Boy and Gundam. I think that's not an exact translation, but it's very good, and it basically highlights the history of Gundam through the eyes of a single dude and his life and his children and their children's children, and you know how it's kind of like affected them. Once again, I don't want to like tear up too much, but yeah, it's very good. It sounds corny. Just watch it, man. Just watch it. It's good. There are some, like I said, the animation is extremely good. Yo, Gundam X, super underrated Gundam series. And if you're like watching my channel for the first time, I have seen almost every single Gundam series with the exception of like 4. There's like maybe 4 series I haven't seen. Look at this, it looks so good. This is, they call this a prologue movie, Road to 50 prologue movie. I don't know if we're gonna have another one. That would be sick. Like I said, the animation is like nuts. I absolutely cannot wait for a new Gundam series with animation at this level. And we're going to talk about that today because they did announce some stuff. I'm going to skip ahead just a little bit more to this part is like also extremely cool. It's showing all of the main characters and their Gundam throughout history, starting from recent to oldest. Very cool. Like I said, I cannot recommend this enough. If you're a fan of Gundam at all, just go watch this. It's like 5 minutes, man. But it's so good. Good old Camille. Yeah. So yeah, there's that. Next up, we have the live action Gundam movie news. And so they've begun production on the live action Gundam movie that's going to be made by Netflix, Legendary Pictures, and Bandai Namco Filmworks. They don't have an exact title for it yet. It's just Gundam, tentative title. And they gassed it up quite a bit. I'm very cautious about this. I have heard the tales of the old Gundam live action movie that was supposed to be made in like the late 80s, early 90s. And the script sounded really bad. I'm just gonna put it that way. They like combined characters, like combined Char and Amuro together to make one character, and instead of Zeon being like this faction that was they felt like they were like repressed, and then they needed to seek freedom, and then they did atrocities, doing such. They made them into like a corporation or something, and I'm just like, this is not it. This is not Gundam. So hopefully this one is a little bit more true to Gundam. It definitely feels like they want to follow the Universal Century stuff, but maybe their own unique story. So we'll see. There's like so much to tell in UC Gundam. It's my favorite Gundam timeline, and so hopefully they do something cool. Like I said, I'm very mixed on this one. We'll see. I'm a very much like wait and see kind of person on this one. Next up, this one I'm extremely excited for. So they announced a remaster of the original Mobile Suit Gundam. I really hope this is a remaster with animation along the same lines as the Origin, right? Because the Origin was like really, really good. If you haven't seen the Origin, it's fantastic. Tells the origin of mostly Char, but also like Sayla and a little bit of Amuro, and how the RX-782 Gundam was originally like built. Just a little bit of that. Mostly Char. But the animation is fantastic, and I really hope that we get a full remake. It says remaster, but a full remake of the original Mobile Suit Gundam. If this is just like another remaster of the original, that's fine. Like with no new animation. I think the original Mobile Suit Gundam definitely holds up. I think it's one of the best anime ever made. I mean, that's maybe a little bit, maybe that's a little bit biased because I'm a huge Gundam fan, but I think it just arguably is. It's super good, and it's a very like iconic piece of media. So that would be fine. But I definitely want to. I personally would like a new one with new animation, and I would love to be able to point at folks. be like, hey, check out this as your starting point. Because some people, the old animation, it can be a little rough for them to get past. I like it, but I can understand how some people who are used to like modern anime, like Jujutsu Kaisen or Solo Leveling or something, they can see the older animation and not be as enthused. But yeah, so hopefully we get a new, like brand new animation and everything. It's great. Next up, we have, okay. This one I'm also extremely excited about. So they're making, this says a new footage production. So they basically said there's going to be a new animated thing for Gundam Wing. So it says, having celebrated its 30th anniversary last year, with new like trailers, events, re-releases, and more receiving widespread acclaim from many fans. Yeah, a lot of folks, especially here in the West, love Gundam Wing. They're doing a production of a new footage for Mobile Suit Gundam Wing. So they said in the live stream, I think the host asked, hey, a new animated production can mean anything from a trailer, like an animated short, to a movie, to a full 50 episode series. How long is it going to be? And then the producer said it's going to be long. He didn't say what it was specifically. So it could be a movie, but could also be a new 50 episode series. Or it could also be like a mini series, like a 25 episode thing or something, or even like a 12 episode thing. But either way, I'm really excited for this. Obviously, I'm a big Gundam Wing fan. It's not my favorite, but I love it. I love it quite a bit. It's super near and dear to my heart. And I imagine if this is not a remake, it might be Frozen Teardrop, which is, if you don't know, it's kind of like what happens after Endless Waltz. And I believe, do they do light novels and manga? I'm familiar mostly with it in passing. I haven't actually read it, but I'm familiar with stuff like the Tall Geese Flugel and some of the other stuff from Frozen Teardrop. So I would very much love to see like an animation of Frozen Teardrop. So that's my guess, but we'll have to wait and see. Once again, extremely excited. And it says detail will be announced at a later date, so we'll hopefully get more. Next up, we have some Hololive stuff. I'm not super into this, but hey, there's a Hololive collab with some Hololive characters and Gundam, and they have some new Gunpla that go with them. The Gunpla looks pretty cool, actually. So we have like a Wing Zero, we have a Unicorn. This is the Providence Gundam. We have this Astray, Destiny, Epion. I'm a big fan of the Epion, also because out of all of these VTubers, the only one I'm actually familiar with is Mori Calliope. Well, I'm familiar with all of them. I've seen them just like through cultural osmosis, but the only one I've actually watched or like listened to at all is Mori. And the fact that she gets an Epion is very cool. I'd like that quite a bit. And then we also have Gundam Con. So this is something that I'm extremely excited for because this happens next year. We have the announcement of a Gundam convention that will initially start in Japan and then make itself worldwide. It says Gundam Con planned for the 50th anniversary of Gundam, but it will actually start next year in 2027, even though the 50th anniversary is in 2029. Yeah, so the first event will be held in January 2027 in Japan. Then after that, it's going to be, spread out throughout the world. I'm extremely excited for this. And more importantly, folks out there who watch the channel regularly, who are into like the Gundam card game, this is the best Gundam card game news that we're going to talk about today because they are going to have Gundam card game tournaments at Gundam Con. Sorry, I kind of hit the mic a little bit. So it's going to be everything. So it's going to be Arsenal Base, which is kind of like their kind of like card arcade game thing. Gundam Assemble, which I'm extremely excited for. Gundam card game. Gunpla, G Generation. Yeah, tons of stuff. So am I personally going to be going to this one in Tokyo or in Japan? Probably not. Am I going to go to one of the ones in the US? Probably. I would love to go. So it's definitely on my list. Very much would love to go to the first one in the US, if not just to hang out and partake in the things that I personally enjoy about Gundam, which is, if that Arsenal base there that'd be crazy. I have seen it in Japan, but in particular for me, Gunpla, card game, obviously, and then Gundam Assemble. I'm extremely excited for Gundam Assemble. This is their new miniature war game, which is very cool. So I am personally extremely excited about Gundam Con. Cannot wait for it to be, you know, throughout the world, and especially, you know, here in the U.S. I do go to Tokyo every year, so if it lines up that they have one of these while I'm in Tokyo or while I'm in Japan, maybe, but mostly I'll be going to the English one, the US one. We have a couple more things to talk about today. So leading up to the Gundam 50th anniversary, they're also going to have an exhibition to be held at the Tokyo National Museum in 2029, which is, I don't know, this is really, really cool. It's a Yoshiyuki Tomino museum that kind of like goes over, you know, Gundam. And this is another one of those things where, like, if it is in like happening while I'm in Tokyo, yeah, I'm definitely gonna go and check it out. They mentioned a couple things. So there's the exhibition at Tokyo Museum. There's also Gundam Landmark Concept, a new Gundam facility in Japan. Very cool. And the Gundam Festival Project, which is going to be exhibit to beloved local festivals. Very cool. Like a lot of Gundam stuff. Like I said, never been a better time to be a Gundam fan. And so here's a lot of the. Oh, this is just a breakdown of everything we're going over right now. I guess we could have just used this website. Anyway, we're just going to keep using what I was using before. We also have kind of bummer news that the life-size unicorn in Diver City, in Odaiba, in Tokyo, will be taken down in August of this year, actually. So in just a couple months, which is kind of a bummer. I've actually seen this thing twice. I posted a short here on the channel the last time I was in Tokyo, just actually like a month or so ago. It's very cool. If you're going to be going to Tokyo in the next couple months, I cannot recommend it enough. Go see the unicorn. Hopefully they will put something else in its place. Maybe we'll get you know, a newer Gundam. My hope is we get like something like a new Gundam, or I don't know, like it's something, another cool UC Gundam. But yeah, go see it if you haven't seen it. I never got to see the moving RX-78-2 Gundam, and I definitely regret, you know, not making the time to go see that when I was in Tokyo a couple years ago. So if you have the chance, see it. And then finally, we have the last bit of news, which I think is kind of crazy. So the first broadcast of the original Mobile Suit Gundam was on April 7th, 1979. And in recognition and commendation of that, Japan, like the country of Japan, has basically announced that April 7th will be Gundam Day. So April 7th will now be Gundam Day, which is kind of crazy. And the fact that it's like officially recognized is also just kind of wild. So yeah, starting next year, April 7th, Gundam Day, or maybe does it say the starting day? Various initiatives are planned to be implemented every year on April 7th in the future. Okay, so yes, starting next year. Has now been officially registered and certified as such. So yes, at least with Japan, Gundam Day. So yeah, I don't know, do something cool on Gundam Day on April 7th. Build some Gunpla, watch your favorite series, play some Gundam card game, bust out the Gundam Assemble. I think it's really cool. Yeah, so that's basically it for the news. The things that I'm most excited for are the two new series. Oh, there was another. Hold on, there was another series. Didn't they announce like a seed thing? Hold on, let me go back to this. I thought they announced like a seed. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, theatrical release of Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Freedom Zero has been confirmed. So this too, there's this one as well. And they released a teaser as well. Because I was thinking about like the other like movies and stuff. Because we have Seed, Freedom Zero. We have the live action, you know, Hollywood Gundam, Hollywood, you know, Netflix, whatever. But I'm mostly excited about the remastered Mobile Suit Gundam and the new Gundam Wing project, which I hope is Frozen Teardrop. These are the things I'm most excited about. And then obviously Gundam Con. I'm extremely excited about Gundam Con. I go to Anime Expo every year. I go to Card Game Festival in Tokyo almost every year now. I gotta add this one to my list, man. I gotta add Gundam Con. And then a bunch of other cool Gundam stuff that's gonna be in Japan that I definitely want to check out. All right, so let's head back to me. Yo, it's me again. Thank you all so much for watching. Please let me know what you think of all this stuff in the comment section down below. It's kind of a little bit of an experiment for me, just doing general Gundam news, but not Gundam card game news. We'll see how this video does, but I just wanted to talk about this stuff. I'm extremely excited for a lot of things. And once again, if you haven't seen that 5-minute animated short, I'll put a link in the description if you haven't seen it yet, so you can go click the link and check it out on YouTube. It's extremely good. It's just kind of like a music video, so you don't need to read any subtitles or anything, unless you want to read the lyrics of the music of the song. But yeah, that's going to do that for today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Maybe hype the video if you have the ability to do so. And let me know your favorite bit of news. Did you watch the Boy and Gundam short? Did it make you tear up like it did for me? Are you excited about Gundam Day or Gundam Con or any of the new animations? Maybe even the Hololive stuff. Let me know in the comment section down below. But either way, I appreciate you for being here. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time.